Thomas. Go ahead.
Hey, Jay. Just checking back with you. A few weeks ago, called and told you that I got attacked by the honey badger. The shark was in the water, and my family wants to kill me over my father's estate.
No, wait a second. Now, you did. I do remember this. The honey badger attacked you, and
Yes.
And then what was the shark in the water? What was that?
I was in the water in Daytona, Florida, low tide, and it was about up to my chest, and my wife was yelling, "Get out of the water, get out of the water." So I walked out of the water up there, and she said, up behind you there was about 2 large fins came up behind you, and they believe those were sharks.
And, okay, so those are the 2 adventures, and now the third one is about your family wanting to kill you over some inheritance. Let's revisit that.
Yeah, my dad was a professional auctioneer in Florida and in Ohio, and he had property Ohio and in the state of Florida.
Did he do one of the? I see 15. I see 15. I had 20. Did he talk like that?
1 1/4, now 1 1/2, now 1 1/4, now 1 1/2.
Oh my God, I love that shit. You can do it too.
Oh, hey, Jay, I got trouble for auctioning off the prostitutes out at the truck stop in Ontario, California.
Let me hear you call a prostitute auction just for a moment. Just
for a moment?
Tell you what. Yeah, pretend Christina's a prostitute. Call me Jane. I'm a transgendered prostitute.
Okay.
And Steve is for homosexual men.
Right. Alrighty, well, first let's look at the kneecaps and the rug burns, and let's look at the stretch marks around the lips.
Wow.
Now we're
That's how you talk before you check the mileage?
Check the mileage on the kneecaps, check the stretch marks around the lips on the prostitutes, and then you get ready. Let's get ready. How much do you want to give? How much do you want to go?
100.
I got 100 who want to give me 125.
125.
I got 125. Do I hear 150?
How much for the big boy?
Sir, I'm at 125. I need 150. 150 will go for the big boy.
But 150. Can I have that sweet ass?
I got 150 now. 175.
Well, no. I gave you 150. I want that ass. I want that big ass.
Don't hear anybody at 175.
Hey, you big Cuban. You're mine, Cuba. Unbelievable. So now your family, how do they want to kill you?
Well, I was recently made the executor, and they just don't like the way I'm handling the things as far as paying for my father's bills and divvying up the real estate and the money.
Mm-hmm. Well, but you're the executor, and there's not much they can do about it.
Well, even though that the lawyer has told them that, the court told them that, they still don't really want to believe what's being told to them legally. And they like to call over here and leave me threatening messages and text messages. They're quite a scream.
How many are there?
Altogether, my dad had 5 sons, and I am his youngest son.
And he left the stuff to you. Now, you sound like you could be trouble. You don't sound like you're the most giving individual. Plus, you were the baby, and you became your father's favorite. All of it sounds like to me that maybe, if I were to speak to one of your family members, they would tell me another side of the story that you're not telling me. So pretend you're your most hated brother, the brother that hates you the most. What would he say about you? That's how you have to look at your life, by the way.
Exactly.
You've got to actually think like the person that dislikes you. And sometimes you find that maybe they have a reason for it, or they don't, and then you have to either embrace them or eliminate them. So pick the brother that hates you the most. What would he say about you?
Yes. He would be the second oldest brother. He's a 300-pound drunk. He doesn't have a job. All he does is drink all day long, and he just calls me up and tells me that he's going to whip my ass, and I'm a fucking thief.
Wow.
And I said,
let's throw the drunk out.
Okay.
What about another relative that isn't a drunk? What do they think of you? That's the second in line that dislikes you.
Well, that would be the oldest brother who he's trying to bully me because he says everybody's not getting what they want, and that he should now become the executor. And that I'm not doing it quick enough, fast enough, and to his liking.
And they all want the money, right?
Pretty much, it's they either want the money or they want the real estate, and that's because it's multi-state, and it's 5, 6, 7 pieces of real estate. It's just entwined in the court right now.
Did your dad ever tell you that the other kids were assholes and to watch out for them ever?
my dad was. I don't want to use the word mafiosa, but my dad was kind of like a don, and I was like his.
So wait a minute. He was an auctioneer, mafia guy with 5 sons, including the 300-pound drunk, the young
Right.
one that followed in his footsteps, who he loved, and the older brother that needs money really fast because he's probably had 2 or 3 wives.
He doesn't have 2 or 3 wives. He owns a tire business, and I hear that he's having.
You know what? I'll
financial
tell you what. It's been great to hear the recap. Let's wait a few months and give us a call back. Would you please?
Oh, I love it, Jay, and you know,
All right.
I should.
You know what, Adam? Love to keep talking, but we gotta go. Thank you very much, Adam. Say goodbye like an auctioneer would say goodbye. You know, I'd like to move into that.
Trying to sell us.
No. I would like to become his advisor. You see, that's better than a guy calling with some bullshit idea. I would go in with him and fuck his family out of their money. Because I know there's money there. There's property. You know, if they're fighting for it, there's money. You want to go in on a sure thing. Let's go to Arthur, who is in Michigan.